Good afternoon and happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the first forecast of the year. We still have this large trough here that is over a good, pretty much the entire eastern half of the country. And excuse me if I'm talking a bit quieter than normal today. I do have a little bit of a sore throat that I'm trying to work around. Uh, out to our west, we do have a bit of a ridge building, and as we head through today, there is not going to be too much of a change as we get towards the evening time. There is going to be a little bit of a jet that is making its way over to our area, and so with that stronger flow aloft, we may see some more lake effect precipitation. But as we head into tomorrow morning, the jet gets stronger, but it is more to our north. And as we head into tomorrow afternoon and evening, the jet starts to move out, and we start to move out of that jet streak, and the flow pretty much stays the same. We are in a very stable. Nothing's really going to change throughout the whole period from now to, Saturday morning. There is a little bit of a trough that digs in, a shortwave trough here that digs in below us, but again, that should be below us and should not have an impact on us. Now, as we take a look at our 850 millibar chart, which is a little bit lower down, but not quite to the surface yet, we do kind of, right about now, there is a small shortwave disturbance kind of here in Nebraska, Kansas area, but that's not really looking like a concern for us. Again, as we head, things look remarkably consistent here in Michigan. Of course, farther south, it's a much different story. Tomorrow, we see this trough feature kind of move across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, that area. But for us, things look stable from now all the way to Sunday morning. It looks pretty consistent. Nothing really changes for us. And if we go all the way to the surface and we go through time, we see that at the surface, that still pretty much remains true. This little large, broad bulge of slightly higher pressure does protrude kind of into our area slightly, but other than that, it looks like the temperatures are pretty stable throughout the whole period. Now let's zoom in and take a look at what those temperatures will be. So right now, temperatures are below 20, and it does not look like they are going to go above 20 today. Maybe we see some slight warming in the next couple of hours, but we will still stay below 20. And remarkably, through the night tonight, it looks like it's going to stay the same in the upper 20s. And as we head into Friday morning, it might actually get a little bit colder. This 8 a.m. on Friday, we may get close to the we're probably going to be around the mid-20s. But as we head through into tomorrow afternoon, temperatures may warm up, do look like they're going to warm up into the low 20s. But only for a few hours before the temperatures drop back kind of in the mid-teens. We're looking 15, 16, 17 degrees here. And it looks like as we head into Saturday morning, the temperature will still be below 20. Now let's take a look at precipitation. There may be some later today, with that kind of jet starting to stick its way in. This afternoon into this evening, there is a little bit of lake effect that may stretch inland. It doesn't look like it's stretching inland that far on here, but it is not as highly detailed. So in reality, some of these bands are probably going to be stretching farther inland, but be a lot lighter. So We may see, there is a small chance that we see some light snow today and in the early part of the overnight hours, but we are not expecting any accumulations. As we head into tomorrow morning, things look pretty clear. Tomorrow afternoon, clear. And into tomorrow night and Saturday morning, still clear. So today is our only real chance at any precipitation, and it does not look to be major. Now let's actually take a look at cloud cover. And looking outside, I do actually see tiny little patches of blue sky on the horizon, and while I don't necessarily see the sun, it does look a bit brighter than normal for winter in Michigan. And this does reflect that. It does show that the clouds are pretty light over the area, and there may be some breaks in the clouds. Of course, as we head in later into the afternoon, actually, I was looking at earlier. This was showing earlier. I thought I was on this time frame when I was actually further back. So this is what it's showing for now. And while it is cloudy, again, there are little patches of blue sky I see pretty close to the horizon, so it's not quite as cloudy as it's showing. And it is showing that it should remain cloudy. I feel like that may be because these are mid-level clouds that are mainly over us, but I think with these low-level clouds, it probably will be pretty cloudy. But even then, right here, tomorrow evening, or late afternoon to evening, there's probably going to be some clearing. And there may even be some clearing overnight and into Sunday morning, kind of around this time frame, but it will probably still remain cloudy as we head into Saturday morning. And finally, let's take a look at our wind. It looks pretty calm today, and tonight, and tomorrow, and into Saturday. Yeah, so it looks like through the entire period, this afternoon might be the windiest bit, and we might see 10-mile-an-hour gusts, or not gusts, sustained at most. What about wind gusts? So today, we may see some wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Same with tonight, kind of early morning Friday, around the 4 to 5 a.m. time frame. Tomorrow afternoon, we may see gusts up to 20, but for the most part, they're going to be in the 15-mile-an-hour range. And as we head into Friday night and into Saturday morning, even the wind gusts just completely die down, and wind moves out of the area entirely. It looks to be very calm. That's all I've got for today, and I hope to see you tomorrow.